Hello, my friends. A little something with you. Went to the doctor's today, and they did all the adjustments on my radiation set up there. Got the mask put on my face and did all the markings and x-rayed all the angles they want to do on me. And I guess it was just a trial run before they actually start the full-scale radiation treatments. But in the process of showing you these two or three little photos here, I had the nurses take of me laying on the table. It brings to mind a story. I'm going to read to you an excerpt from one of my stories posted on my webpage called How I Got a Railroad Job. Now, we pick up the story. I've already been hired on at the railroad. Class has already started and I'm a week behind. But the railroad decides if I get a physical real quick, they can slip me right into school and I can catch up pretty easy. We begin the story after I come back to the car and tell my father that we got to go to the doctor's office for a physical. In the past 4 years, I had been to many doctors and medical facilities. I had been poked and prodded, examined from head to toe many times, received lots of inoculations, and when I cut my hand half off somewhere off the coast of South America in the raging Atlantic, I had felt secure in the knowledge that they knew what they were doing and that they had performed their procedures under sterile conditions. My visit to the old railroad doctor's office was a horse of a different color, however. I entered the dark, poorly lit, dusty office. There were some old magazines laying there from somewhere back in the 50s. There was no staff, just an old doctor who looked like he would fall over if you didn't prop him up in the corner somewhere. It was like going back in time and walking into the scene from an old black and white Frankenstein film. He banged on me with a hammer for a while, I think, just to see if I would say ouch. He listened to my heart with some old-timey rusty stethoscope. He wrapped his rubber torture device around my arm and cinched it up tight. Guess he wants some blood, I figured, but I couldn't see any of those metal things that sterilized needles are supposed to be in anywhere in that office. He turned to an old white enamel wash basin, and I thought, good, at least the old geezer's sanitary. He's going to wash his hands first. Instead of washing, he reached and picked up a large, old-time hypodermic needle off the back of the wash basin, where normally one might expect to see a bar of soap laying. He ran some rusty-looking water from the tap over it and began to shake it off. This ain't happening, I thought. I'm imagining things. He grabbed my arm, came at me with the old needle. The needle was bent and looked dull. It wasn't even pointed. It was just a blunt end. Doc, shouldn't that thing be sterilized? He done stuck me before I could get the word out. No, it's fine, he said, as he withdrew a large volume of blood out of my arm. Must be part of the routine here at the railroad, I thought. They want to see if I can take a little torture. Come with me, he said. I walked, and he stumbled down the hall. Dang, I hope this old geezer don't croak before we get through here, I thought. We're going to x-ray you now, he said. We entered this room with a large x-ray machine that was old as the hills. He must have brought it with him from the medical school he attended back in 1925. He began to x-ray every bone in my body from head to toe, at every angle possible. The old machine made a loud buzz every time he took a picture. On we went. Buzz, 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 one x-ray after another. I became a bit concerned as I had had enough training in nuclear, biological, and chemical warfare school to know too much radiation is bad for you. Buzz, buzz. Dang, Doc. How many rankings of radiation buzz are you exposing me to? No wonder he wasn't worried about the germs on the needle. Hell, there ain't a germ on me alive anywhere. I began to pull my hair to see if it was falling out yet. I should have brought my dosimeter with me. Dang. When I get to Dad's car, I'm going to drink half that bottle of Jack Daniels he's got under the seat. That's Walter. Thanks for listening.